back. Well, I have a dual viewport set up, and if you can't remember how we do that, pop up to the little tick here, left click and go to configure. It brings up the viewport configuration and it's in layout. That's the one that we have at the moment. I'm going to cancel that one. I don't need to press OK, otherwise it resets it all for me. Right, I've got this set up because what I need to do is actually create some point helpers at various points along this canopy, because I'm going to be creating some splines and using the sweep. So let's pop over to our helpers, and I'm looking at point. I'll start in the left viewport, so I'm going to right click. Okay, let's have a look. I'm going to put one there. Now press W for our select and move tool, and now I'm right clicking in the right viewport. There it is. So let's bring it up, and I want it just there. Lovely. Now we've got the right elevation there, so right click in the left viewport. I'm going to press shift and I'm going to simply copy that over to there, into the center there. Say OK. And because I am feeling a little bit lazy today, what I'm going to do is press H on the keyboard and select point 1, press shift, select point 2, say OK, and press shift again. I'm actually going to make a copy of those and take it to about there. Say OK, right click in the right viewport, there's the helpers, and I want to bring them up to that point there. OK, got those. Now I'm going to press shift again because I'm still feeling lazy. I'm going to drag those across to there. Say OK, and then pull them up a little bit just to there. Still feeling lazy. Press shift again, and I want to make a copy and just take those just to the right of them. Say OK, and this lazy feeling really is setting in here, because now I'm going to select shift again and make 2 more copies and place those to there. Am I still feeling lazy? Yes. So 2 more copies to there. Say OK. And I also need some points along this section here, along there. So I'll just get these created. If only modelling was so simple. Okay, while I'm at it, I'm going to press H. Now, we've got the pointers there, but I just want to show you this, because I did take the liberty of actually naming the glass that we had created and the geometry. As we can see here, I've actually named some of the geometry canopy rear, which is that section there, glass canopy rear, which is that, and then the canopy hood, which is all this section in there, glass hood rear, that's that section of glass there, glass hood slider port. port is on the left, starboard to the right. So that's that section of glass there, and it is a slider. That's the top. So they just relate to all of that. So each piece now has got its own unique name. Okay, well now we need to start creating some splines to line up with these helpers here. So I'm going to right click here to select this, and then go Alt W to pop into the full viewport, and then I'm going to go into the perspective viewport. Okay, so now we can see that we have our helpers in place, some of them at least. Now what I want to select is deselect that and actually select snap to pivot. I'm going to pop over to our create panel, into shapes, and I need to create a line. Let's have a look here now. Just want to zoom around a little bit and zoom out. I'm going to start with this one here. So S to turn our snap on, and there it is. So what we've got here is it's saying snap to the pivot, and I can see I've got a pivot there, also got a pivot there. So that's the one I'm wanting. So left click on that. I'm coming up now, and it's saying there's the next one. If you can see that, so say yep. I want to pop across now. That's the one there. Yes. And then I know I've got one down here. In fact, I've got two down here. So there's one. We've got to be careful there. So there it is. Left click. Now I'm going to end the action, because that should be my spline created. I'm going to turn snap off, so that's S on the keyboard. Let's just pop around and make sure it is. I'm going to press Q to quit now, so it brings me out of that, but I want to right click to convert to an editable spline. Now you can see why I needed those helpers. Without those helpers, it would have taken quite a bit of time just trying to get that spline rigged up. I knew there was something I was going to do. Make life simple for myself. Pop up to Layers Manager, into cockpit section, and I'm going to freeze this lot down here. There we go. That stops me from inadvertently selecting anything now. Say OK. Let's select our spline, pop up into the modify panel, and let's have a look at the vertices. Zoom in. Okay, I need to select that one. W for our select and move tool, bring it out right to the edge there. Pivot round. Let's grab that one. Now, although we have used the pointers as helpers, these are not actually attached to those helpers, and the helpers aren't geometry. Let's just pull that out to there. So look, right, it's in the middle. That's in the middle. Nice. Okay, for those of you with eagle eyes, you may have noticed a few things up here. Let's come up to line, and let's bring these down. Just want to bring them into view. Now let's zoom in. Okay, well, these have been here through several of the sessions now, and I created them earlier on, and what they are basically splines, shapes. And I'm going to select this spline now, and what we're going to do is apply a sweep. Let's open this up a little bit now. At the moment the sweep is the angle. We're not going to use any of the built-in ones, we're going to use our custom. Now if we pop down here to pick, there we go, and I now pick profile A, here we go, it's actually now created that profile for us around our geometry. Now of course we can modify this. Really what I want to do now is just come back down to vertices there, and on the real McCoy, the Messerschmitt 109, these sections around here are actually curved. So what I'm going to do is go to refine. I want to add another vert round about there and one about there. Right click, and now I want to select that one there and convert it to a smooth. W for our select and move tool, and let's just place that down there like that to that part there. Let's go back up to sweep, and we can see that's not that perfect, so back down to vert, and we just need to really get in here and sort this out. It might be better if we actually select that one, press Control, select that one, and convert those to a Bezier corner. Now we can see the handles. Let's select that one and just straighten that handle up there. Select this one. There we go, straighten that. I know it's difficult to see. See if I'm getting closer. Let's have a look. There it is. So there's the handle. What we're doing is just straightening that out there. Let's select this again. Pull that out. Pull it up. Let's zoom out. Still there. There we go. Pull that straight. Okay, back up to sweep. Let's have a look. It's still that little kink in it there. But I think you can see now what we are planning to do. Let's just give that our steel grey colour. Okay, well, mindful of the time, we'll call that it for this session, and we'll continue this in the next. Okay, I'll catch you later.